Hello everyone, and welcome to a brief discussion of what we've learned so far in Digimon Seekers. We have supposedly have the entire first chapter out, and there's been a lot of terms thrown at us. There's a lot of different people that are thrown at us.
Not a lot of people.
No, not too many yet. When you're first learning into a new world, it can be rather confusing. And there's still some things that we will discuss that are still confusing, and hopefully, it's only one chapter, we'll get more answers to. So, here's a brief dive into who is who and what is what in the Digimon Seekers universe, because things are a little different than our typical Digimon. So, we start with our main character. I know his, description is over on the main website. You could say, oh, a lot of this stuff is over there, Rordrik. Yeah, well, try reading some of that stuff in English.
That doesn't make sense. I don't know what that means.
Grim. I don't know.
That grim one, yeah, that's a piece of work.
So let me give you a little bit of a more English speaker's description. AG is pretty clear. His description's pretty good. Apparently he's 19 years old, which is slightly older than our typical Digimon protagonist. Usually they're more elementary or maybe even middle school. Typically. Yes, I know savers exist there. We definitely have had
there's exceptions.
Older ones in the past, but he's a little older. And he goes by the cracker name of Fang. What's a cracker, you ask? It's not a racist term, for those of you who think about that.
No, sex has been term that's been around for quite a long time.
Yes. Crackers are hackers who are willing to engage in illegal or just sometimes gray area work, as they're called. So,
but technically a hacker is someone who professionally does it. If you want to call in someone to check your security and check for bugs and holes, you'd actually hire a hacker to do it.
So according to AG, when he's talking about it in there, crackers can be anywhere from the good, neutral, or they're not always black and white, as he puts it. Yes. Some are more white, some are more black. So really, hacker and crackers in this context, I don't think there's much difference.
But just be what you consider yourself, because apparently one of the other characters insists on calling himself a hacker, even though we've not got his official name yet.
Yes.
He shows up on the website, though, so I know his name.
Yes. That's the only reason we know that. Yeah, and he is a freelance cracker, so he's not like a professional that does it. He's someone that, commissions and works on things to do that. And very quickly he is given Lugamon. We are pretty darn sure this becomes his partner.
Yes.
It hasn't been officially said in the manga? No, it's not even a manga, so it's a novel, in the novel yet. And the main person that works with him is Professor Tomonori Ryusenji.
Ryusenji.
Yeah, it's just Ryusenji most of the time. That's what he's known at. And he works at two fairly important locations. At least they seem important at this point.
He claims they're important. We'll see.
Yes. He is from the Tokyo Cyber University. He works as a professor there. But he is also one of the co-founders of AE, which is Aberdeen Electronics Corporation. Now, these two seem to work very closely hand in hand. The buildings appear to be next door. Because this is a novel format, I just wish they gave us at least a basic map of this. If they're really this entwined, so we can kind of understand. The university is more research, where the electronics actually seems like they're actually making things.
A business.
They actually create the Digimon interfaces. The Digimon docks, as they call them here. Which we quickly find out are VB style vital bracelet, or the ones that we have.
The linkers are the VB. The docks seem to be something.
I mean, they are the main way of storing and training your Digimon.
But apparently, there's a lot of versions of them. You can make one of your own if you get the right information.
I believe the linker is just a model of a Digimon. The Digimon linker is given to AG by Professor Ryusenji, who tells him it is cutting edge. Well, he doesn't need to be told that. These are highly sought after by crackers, so he very much knows what it is and is very appreciative to get it. In order to meet Ryusenji, he's got to go through the receptionist. She has a name, Hatsune. That's really all we know about her. I don't think she's going to end up being important, but
she's not like security, but he does check in and he needs to get a pass because he doesn't work here.
Yeah, no. And most people didn't seem to believe that he was really working with the professor until he texted him that he came down.
The professor came in person, to give him a guest pass. Mm-hmm. Now, why the professor likes AG? I'm not sure yet.
He's talked about it. We've gotten little hints of it, but nothing truly
sure,
concrete.
Yeah. Now, why is he of all people need to hire a wrecker of all people? I'm sure he could Ford hire real professional people to do this. That aren't skirting law, the edge of the law.
Yeah. Well, he tells Hatsune, who kind of gives him the weird look when he, comes to get him, is, I needed a coworker to come into D4 with me. Okay, so there's another term we're throwing at us. D4. It seems to be a fairly well secured place within the DDL, which is the digital lab within Abaddon Electronics Corporation. That seems to be the main interface that's trying to reach into the digital world from the human world. And I mean, it's so much that he has to leave all his belongings, his phone behind to even get into. Yeah. This is top secret.
Top secret business stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Because Digimon in this world is still something that is tried to be kept secret from most people. It is not exactly...
I don't think so.
Well, the fact of what Digimon truly are.
Okay.
Yes, is tried to keep secret what all they're really capable of.
Sounds like most humans know of the digital world, but I don't think they realize it's truly a separate world, not just a metaverse.
Yeah, and there's really these creatures that are from it. They probably think that, AE created these creatures to inhabit it and have fun. It's a game.
And like avatars, yeah.
Yeah. At least that's the idea that...
It's the person I've gotten to this point.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, they worked together quite a bit. AG brought him a Madoki Betamon that he wanted. And in order to test him more, he gives him Lugamon, like we said, and asks him to be a trainer, or as many times they're referred to as breeders. But it also establishes that Digitama don't come from breeding. It's not a Digimon thing. They've kind of already gone into they don't have genders and things like that. So usually Digitama are kind of sold or, scavenged in order to be found. That's how you get more Digimon, typically.
One of two ways, yeah.
Because AG has, 4 Tyrannomon to start. One gets punked by a Madoki Betamon.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It has type advantage. It's virus against the data, but that's rookie versus champion.
But the other 3 are being smacked around by Lugamon. Also
Yeah.
a rookie child, so...
I mean, it does say that, they are so cheap, that the fact that they're so cheap that he can just, on the fly, replace a Tyrannomon, apparently they are just that weak, but they're champions. They should be at least...
Or maybe because of how their model installed with AI, that somehow makes them not true Digimon. They don't have a Digicore, per se. They just work off of AI, supposed to have their own soul. I don't know yet. But it might explain why they're so much weaker than the ones that seem to be.
Yes.
Because they mentioned that Crackers really like Cyborg.
Become the new fad, yes.
Because they're really easy to mod.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean when you mod a Digimon?
Yeah, because as we see in Chapter 5, in 1-5, is that there's Digimon that seem to be doing the will of the Crackers, just like, the Tyrannomon were hunting prey for AG in the first one. But yeah, are they truly in control? Are they just giving them commands and Digimon choose to follow? Because, I know when AG's talking to his Tyrannomon, he says, if you don't catch him, you're not getting any food this week. Or more accurately, I'm not getting food
for this month. Yeah.
This month. So, I'm sure there are, then, if that's the case, there are some that, literally do withhold food and, do some of these tactics to try and get them to do what they want. But, yeah, how exactly this interaction works, are those true Digimon? Are they really just being modified down to their core to be changed? That seems...
Are literally being enslaved? I'm not sure yet.
We will see, because even when we, in 1-5, we go to the Digi-Police. Okay, I don't think I need to translate much of that one for you, but they're really the Digital Crime Prevention Team is the name that our leader gives us for Satsuki Tamahime. She is the deputy leader of that corps, and she's all hardcore saying, how dare you Crackers come here, and...
Crackers respond, it's a digital world, this is not...
Why are the Japanese cops here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no authority here. This is a completely different world.
Yeah. And she cites 3 or 4 different things that they're supposedly, breaking by doing this. But they don't seem to really... they probably get an idea what they're doing might be, wrong. Because the area that they all meet is called Grim. And it's a message, video chat, voice chat, live streaming.
Like Facebook.
Yeah, it's got all of these different things.
Mixed together. Yeah.
And even comes with its own cryptocurrency, Digicoin. Okay.
And it's maybe not quite legal some ways.
Yes. The trading of, I believe mostly the Digimon side of things is the illegal side of it. I mean, I guess depending where you are, live streaming can be
What you're streaming where you
illegal. Yeah. But no, I don't think that's what they're going for. It's more that side of thing.
But then again, the Digi Police aren't even an official thing. They're a secret organization too, so...
Mm-hmm. But they say that they modify their Commandramon.
Yep.
And the Mechanorimon are the two that we see in the first time that they go out. And while they are tracking down these crackers that are smuggling Digitama, that's when we meet another Digimon.
Yep.
Pulsemon, which, honestly, if you haven't paid attention to the Vital Bracelets, he hasn't been around much.
Yeah, and he's the spokesman for the Vital Bracelets, but
yeah,
they haven't had a lot of advertising, especially here in the United States.
Yeah. So, he's the legendary Beast of Thunder. Which is, like, really impressive, because they're, like, calling, Lugamon already, a demon wolf, and all this, and these are just rookies, guys.
Yeah.
What are they going to become if they're already the legendary Beast of Thunder? Oh, my. And, yeah, his partner, who we do not see, all we hear is his handle, Judge. We've never actually met him yet. We don't know who exactly he is. Yeah, I mean, he's in the character, so yeah, we have a pretty good idea. And he seems to very much fit the description they give him of a vigilante.
Yes.
He might be kind of on the Digipolice's side, but he's not actively working with them.
Yeah, because he doesn't trust them with the Digitama. He runs off with them, getting them back from the code crackers. So, interesting.
Yes. Even in the chapter that it says that Judge is the same type of hacker that Satsuki is. There's only one other character, then we'll wrap up the characters here. And we don't know much about him yet. He's one of these two images.
Most likely he's one of these two.
In the Sons of Chaos, which are very much a radical extremist group of code crackers.
This would be a black.
Pretty much everyone considers them fully black, yeah. I mean, is every single one of them probably, the absolute scum of the earth? No, but... and their leader is Tartarus, who, what little we know, appears to be male and probably Japanese.
Yep.
But being able to stay off the radar from that many people is impressive in this kind of world that everybody knows. So that's something that hopefully we see why he's able to do that.
At some point, yes.
A couple of other terms that have come up over the cross is hololization. It really just seems like you're making a 2D image 3D, usually of the Digimon. But there's also like diagrams around the
AE that seems to be doing this a lot.
That he says, oh, that's hololization. So, I mean, that's cool if we could.
I'd love to do it.
If you could make this video suddenly 3D to show all your friends.
Yes.
That would be great.
But by Digimon world standards, it doesn't seem that impressive at this point.
No. And I know some of you may be concerned because at one point they do talk about Digimon cages that the Digimon are being held in. Now, I'm assuming what they mean by cages is something similar that we saw in Digimon World Championship, where they were called cages, but they're really very open, just training kind of areas. And another thing, when they're talking about Professor Ryusenji and Eiji have a lot of conversations together. One of them, after he's been training with Lugamon for a while, is he says his DS score is off the charts, and it appears to be measures of one's ability to bond and raise. Seems that particular Digimon. It's not an in general kind of score. The best guess I have is Digisoul is something that they've kind of used in the past. I don't know what else DS might stand for. Obviously, it could be something completely different.
Yeah.
But and the biggest incident that they mention in the final chapter is the Cyclops incident, and it's an event that it literally says will not be covered here. So I guess it's going to be left up to our imaginations, or maybe they'll come back to it later. But it made the world leaders have to accept that Digimon were a threat. And so it completely changed all the rules that they had to come up with, and that's probably where the Digipolice started and everything began. But I don't think we'll ever really know, because it said it's not going to cover it, so maybe we'll make it. Well, that's it. I have to make my own video about what the Cyclops incident was. And
Yes.
what all happened.
Our own theories about what happened. Yeah. Or maybe it's just something we'll go back and edit later, like we have some of already.
Yes, there. If you've been watching my community posts and everything, there was a very odd thing happening with the Madoki Betamon that I posted, and if you go back and read that now, you'll have no idea why I said that, because they've already got back and made him less of a pervert about Digimon. It was very weird. I perfectly understand why they went back
and changed it. But I kind of liked it because it was extremely memorable.
Oh yeah, but it also shows that they're willing to go back and edit it. So do be aware that if you read some things or didn't understand something the first time you read it, check back in a couple of days. It might be different, because it already has.
Happened.
Yeah. That with Ryu Senji, there was a Haroization instead of Hololization, and they fixed that. So they are going through. I have a feeling they're looking at people like us and our feedback and be like, oh, let's go change that if enough people talk about it. So give these videos more views, and then they'll know it's important. But yeah, so far, it's interesting. They've got some things that they can build off of.
Yeah, it's a little. Again, it's a different take on digital world and how the humans interact with this, which is nice.
And from the talk of the digital world, it's a trashed kind of place, and things aren't looking really well. But you look at the trailers, and it seems like just a fine city that things are in. So
I think it has beautiful places, just where the Digitama seem to wash up and crashed.
yeah,
Why they would wash up there, I don't know. That's not been explained yet.
yeah. All in all, it's one chapter. It's
Yeah.
enough. I'm still interested, and already more stuff has happened than a typical Ghost Game episode. So but hopefully they actually have a plan, and there will be more story here.
Yes.
Because it's hard not to have more story. Well, thank you if you tuned in for this long, and hopefully you're interested in Digimon Seekers, and we continue to figure out what exactly we're going to do to cover this one.
This is interesting.
This one might be a little different and interesting to do. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Digimon content. And as always, everyone, remember to be awesome. Next one, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.